Hey guys, my name is Sloan with Keller Williams Pearland, and today I just wanted to take another minute just to answer some questions that I've received recently. I guess that means you guys are watching. I'm kind of excited about that. But I got an email, and some of the questions were, Chase, how would you describe your market? This is actually from another agent in a different area, and so it's good just for us to be able to communicate information from the street, so to speak. Instead of just paying attention to the news, because that's not always accurate. So anyway, he said, how would you describe your market? We are seeing increased buyer activity, but it's still difficult and to sell. I am fortunate to be off to a great start, but what I find is that deals are more difficult to bring to close once under contract. And so he's just basically asking my advice. I guess maybe not even my advice, but just my opinion is probably a better word, of just what I'm seeing in the market, just as a realtor, as a professional that is in this every day. I do this full time, so I'm able to really kind of have a close perspective of what's really going on. I don't think there's any more prevalence of deals falling apart so much as there's just more deals happening. So of course, if more deals happen, then you're going to have more situations where they fall apart. And at the end of the day, I believe that when the goal is common, which means to convey a property, when you have a seller that's willing to sell and a buyer that's willing to buy, then there should be no reason why the real estate transaction should not happen, provided that everything else is squared away. So they're pre-approved, that they qualify to purchase the home, and that no other kind of obstacles like that. What I do find is that sometimes negotiations can ruin your deal. And so I think we're coming out of a market when lots of things were happening. And that may or may not have been an accurate response of what people should do. So basically, maybe people have been getting away with a lot in selling houses. So sellers, maybe buyers have been getting away with asking for extremely a lot. And what happens is that people no longer want to negotiate. And so that's when a deal falls apart. At the end of the day, when people stop wanting to negotiate, the deal falls apart. Now, sometimes that may happen once your appraisal comes through, or when your inspection comes through, or when some kind of checkpoint happens that doesn't necessarily give an immediate green light. But at the end of the day, like I said, if the goal is to have both sides convey a property, then that real estate transaction should happen. And so if you're experiencing this, whether you are a realtor, whether you are a buyer or a seller, then first I would find out what it is that you can do to make this situation a little bit better. Perhaps there's some compromise that needs to be reached amongst the parties in the transaction. And then the second thing that I would do is, if it is something that's beyond your control, and I mean, hey, sometimes appraisals, inspections, things like that, they do happen. And so maybe it's just something that needs to be worked on, and you can talk to your realtor more about that. But I still think it's a good market. I think it's a great market for people that are, conscious of what homeownership means, and just how much that means. And so if that's your goal, if that's what you're trying to do, then I truly believe that at the end of the day, your deal is going to close. And so I say that to say it's a great market for great people. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate in the Pearland or Houston area, please go ahead and give me a call. My phone number is 713-446-0291. Or you can visit my website at www.chasingrealestate.com. I thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.